Rajesh, good evening. You're able to hear me?
Good evening, Vivek ji. Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, if you don't mind, I'll just put one light, which I forgot. My face is looking dark. Just a second.
Yeah.
This should be better.
Kanhaiya, before we start, just give us a confirmation that our audio and video is properly audible, visible. Kanhaiya, we are audible?
Yes, sir. Your voice is loud and clear. Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I am Rajesh Kumar Singh, the Director and CEO for International College of Financial Planning. We are India's first and the largest education provider for CFP. We are a part of Bajaj Capital Group. So that's about the platform where you are today. At ICOFP, we have been the torch bearers of the financial planning education in the country. And since 2002, when this CFP certification, Certified Financial Planner certification, was brought to India by us, we have been taking this financial planning education initiative all across the country. Some of you who have been attending our talks earlier, you know that we every 15-20 days we keep coming, we keep bringing industry experts to you to talk on various topics, various areas of financial planning, financial advisory, so that as a finance professional or as somebody who is interested in building a career in finance, it helps you. So I am extremely honored, extremely pleased to have here today our dearest friend, Mr. Vivek Karwa. Vivek has a very unique relationship, very unique association with us, with ICOFP. He has been an ICFP alumni. He has been an ICFP coach as well. He has been teaching with us long back. I mean, in the early days of CFP, I'm saying. And Vivek is somebody who is known in the financial planning industry for the way he has, established himself in the industry as a coach who kind of always encourages his clients, who trains his client as well while implementing the financial plans with the clients. So Vivek arguably is one of the best financial planners whom we know today. Academically, he's a management grad. He's a certified financial planner from FPSB USA. He is a certified personal financial advisor from NISM. And for last more than 2 decades, Vivek would correct me if I'm wrong, more than 2 decades, he has been running his own investment advisory firm, Vridhi Investment. So that's on the professional side. On the personal side, and I forgot to add, so Vivek also appears on all these news channels, NDTV Profit, CNBC Awaaz, G Business, all these news channels. He has been writing articles, finance articles for publications like Outlook Money and all. So he has been very frequently sharing his ideas, sharing his views with the industry. On the personal side, Vivek ji is a travel enthusiast. He keeps traveling a lot. I mean, just 15-20 days ago, he was off to Himalayas. So he is somebody who likes traveling, who likes those enthusiasm, the travel, all that. So that's about our guest today, gentlemen. Before I hand over the talk to him, just quick 2 things. One, let me tell you the format of the talk today. So the way the talk is structured, the talk is in 2 parts. The first half is all with Vivek ji, where he is going to talk about the topic about the financial well-being of your clients. How do you, as a finance professional, how do you overcome the psychological barriers of the clients, and how do you manage financial well-being? So he'll be talking about that. Followed by, as soon as Vivek ji ends and there is a Q&A, followed by the second half where I come back to you and I talk about the CFP program, how this program helps you kind of become a top-notch professional in the personal finance and wealth management space. So that's the 2 part of the talk today. That's the 2 part of the talk today, gentlemen. And One important thing, we have kept all of you deliberately on mute so that when Sir talks, you can listen to him loud and clear. But that doesn't mean that we don't want you to ask questions. Whenever you have a question, you can raise hand using the Zoom panel, or you can write your questions in the chat, and we will take up those questions with Vivek ji. So with that, without spending any more time, over to you, Vivek ji, and thank you so much for joining us, taking out time to be with us today, Vivek ji.
Thank you, Rajesh ji, and wow, 141 people. So thanks all for joining. That too on a Saturday evening. So if left alone, I would have been partying somewhere by now. So Rajesh ji got me stuck here. I should say that way. And guys, I should really be say proud of Rajesh ji's say perseverance, wherein I think he would have called me at least 10 times. Ki Vivek, aa jao yaar, ek baar to speech de do. And every time he called me, I was somewhere traveling. So this is what happened. So even last week, I was on this Cordilla cruise in Mumbai, and after that, the next ship got stuck in COVID also, but I escaped, of course. So I travel very, very frequently, and whenever Rajesh has been calling, I've been saying, "Sir, I'm away from Chennai." So finally, that day has come. And as said to me, I will speak probably approximately say 30 minutes has been given to me. So I'll speak for that in that time. And possibly we can make it as interactive as possible. So as and when you have questions, please raise. So what I'll do is I'll also structure my speech into 2 or 3 parts. One is why CFP. Of course, that is Rajeshji's work. But since I am alumni of ICOFP, I will speak on that also. And why finance industry, because you all are from finance industry as such. And then how should you project yourself outside, right? So my way of projecting outside is totally different. That's the reason I don't use PPTs. I find it very, very boring. I think I always say people, they should look at your face and not your PPTs. Okay. And only when you look eye to eye into a person, only then you understand, you actually understand better. Being a coach, most of us will agree. And then how to handle your client. So that's the most trickiest part, never ending part. In fact, I can speak for 5 days on that. But what I'll do is I'll just try few just here and there, speak on that. And then you all can ask as many questions as possible. So a little brief about myself. In fact, 2007-8, when ICOFP started its branch or say first classroom in Chennai. So I would be among top 5 or 6 people who passed out CFP in that period. So I was one among the first. And how did I join? There's a road called Burkitt Road where ICFP board was there. So I read the board, International College of Financial Planning. So that financial planning attracted me. I went in, they told me some 70,000 rupees of fees that time, immediately paid and joined. So after joining, I found that this course is pretty new to India. And frankly, even faculties didn't know what the subjects are. So this was the case that time. It was just beginning, 2007-8. So I cleared, and then immediately ICFP said, "Sir, why don't you continue taking investment planning?" So which was this, I think even today it is the toughest subject in financial planning. So I started taking investment planning. And after that, yes, many years have gone. And again, I have mindset wherein I generally be very, very, say, interactive with students, make fun, teach them, that kind of thing. So after COVID came, I cut down on all these trainings and speeches, because the moment I start speaking like this one way, I go, so 30 minutes is enough. Beyond 30 minutes, even I'll go mad. So that's the thing about CFP. But say, I don't know if you all are doing CFP or you're completed, but you should complete if you're not completed, because it is one of the courses which I should say even a BCom can join and get the tag certified financial planner. The moment you tell public that you are a certified financial planner, it gives some kind of stamping on your value. Okay, your value just enhances. And the best part today is that CFP course has been taken over by the FPSB board, which is US based, right? So today when you complete, and if somebody is going to ask you from where did you finish the CFP, you can say I finished from FPSB, which is US based. So you need not tell you have finished it in US or India, but it is definitely US based. right? So the moment you tell CFP, people give you more respect. They start. So somebody writes CA, CS, and you write CFP. I'll tell you, a person who doesn't know the meaning will give you equal weightage for all three. So you should complete CFP, gives you weightage, teaches you holistic approach. Was what all should you look at a person's finance while advising him, right? So please complete. It's a wonderful course, and after completing, also they have the CE points concept wherein you'll keep on learning something. And I'll tell you, the moment you complete, you're still incomplete, because even after, see, I completed in 2007 or 8, I think 2008. 2008 till 2022 today, even today when I deal with a new client, I learn something new. So this is the kind of field this is, and hence please continue and finish the course. Don't get stuck in this investment planning. It is tough. It is quite easy if you really practice. It is not CFC, boss. It is CFP. Somebody has written CFC. So it is CFP. Anyway, so why finance industry? Now, again, see, as and when I go to all MBA colleges, undergrad schools, or financial planning colleges, I tell people that this is one of the best field you can be. There cannot be any better field than being a financial advisor today's date. Why? Why? Because even today, after so much of say bull run we have seen, we are seeing a lot of people coming into equity markets, record number of demat accounts being opened. So everything is happening in the world, but still you will find that population of hardly around 5% is still investing into equity markets and mutual funds. So the scope is so big, and we are a country of 140 crores people. You can imagine 5% of that are investing in markets. See the kind of scope. And that's the reason, as Rajesh said, I don't coach clients alone. I even coach financial advisors. In fact, I should say I've created so many competitors for myself. So many competitors. Okay. So there are in fact many occasions wherein insurance companies are called, wherein they sell only those traditional products. And after attending my classes, they have changed their professions also. So in fact, I have created lot of competition, but still, more the competition in industry, you're going to grow more. So, and to be frank, I'll tell you, in my office, we have already set a target this 1st April. In next 5 years, we are going to grow minimum 10x. So 1000% in next 5 years, which is like average CAGR of around 50-55%. So this is the kind of growth target we have kept for ourselves. And anyone entering into this field is really going to make big money career-wise also, and also going to help a lot of people. I'll tell you how helping also helps. Okay. And this is, again, being a starting an investment advice firm or a business is the most easiest thing to do. What do you basically require? You basically require only 2 things, maybe a laptop and an internet connection and some knowledge over here, which anyway you're going to get after completing your CFP. So this is the most economical business which can be started. And today work from home is going on. You can still work from home and still advise people and still start your career very, very easily. And the best part of our business, you know what it is? Even if you're not successful for some reason, there is no reason to be unsuccessful here, because as I said, at after 20 years into industry, we are growing a target. We are setting a target of 10x in 5 years. You can imagine the kind of potential which we have, right? So there is no chance of getting being unsuccessful, but still, God forbid, there is some reason. It takes no time to close the business also, right? Because there is no investments. Your investment is only some knowledge and your laptop. So a wonderful place to be. And right now we are in that say wo ek era bolte hain na, that era wherein people are shifting from traditional investments to financial planning. And I am the only person possibly in India who will thank COVID for this. In fact, I keep telling people that COVID has been disaster for many people, but for me it has been a boon. I didn't get COVID. Okay, happy, but it has been a boon for me, COVID, because during this period, people have realized 2-3 things which we have always advised people, and they have never listened. For example, I'll just give you one example. When financial planning is done, we create something called emergency corpus, right? अब तक क्या होता था कि when you talk about emergency corpus, people will say, sir, why is the need? My job is so safe. Why should we have emergency corpus? And this COVID thought that even a sector like railways can close down, right? So COVID has been really a big boon, and hence this is the time you should actually start your career and start advising people for their own future, right? And as per a survey, people are nowadays very, very serious about goals. See, those times have gone wherein I could trust and believe that my children will take care of me when I grow old. In fact, I should say not ad in not a good taste. There's a NSC ka ad which comes in TV, which says that I'm going to fix a TV. Dad says to his daughter, I'm going to fix a TV and out of my own money. And the daughter is asking, how do you have that much money? Right. So it shows that you're not supposed to have money when you're old. So which is again totally wrong. And I should say things have to be totally different today. You cannot expect your children to take care of you. You should be able to take care of yourself, right? Families are becoming micro, and people are number one worried about retirement today. See, the number one goal as per a survey, I'll tell you the top two goals. The number one goal of any parent today is that my child's education. Marriage is not the goal. Child's education. And the number two goal is retirement. So every human being today thinks that when I retire, how do I retire? Okay. And nowadays, after the advent of internet and Instagram, people have goals like traveling. I have at least 10 clients every month who come and say, boss, I want a goal, something called traveling also, wherein I require some money to travel. I'll tell you why that happens. Okay, later on. So very, very interesting field. People are going to really, and okay, how many of you feel that people don't have money in this world? Anyone? Anyone who feels that people don't have money? They have, yes. Yes, Nisha, you are right. In fact, people have a lot of money. Yeah? People have a lot of money. So keep one thing in mind. As a financial advisor, I tell my colleagues, all colleagues, that people have one problem today, and that is they are money rich and time poor. Nobody is poor today. People are only time poor because your attention is divided into so many things, from Instagram to TV to OTTs, that you don't have time, but you have a lot of money. Okay, anyone telling me that public ke paas paisa nahi hai? Oh my God, no, that is totally untrue, because every time market dips, I get few crores inside. So that is what is happening. Okay, so people are money rich, time poor. Please take a print, keep it in your office if you are a financial advisor, and based on that you should revolve. Okay, anyway, so how can you be successful in this industry, guys? One is, please have tie-ups. Okay, if somebody is going to be only an insurance agent, I'll tell you, you will flop. If you think I'll only be an equity broker, you will not be successful. If you think I'll sell only mutual funds, again, your time is short. I'll tell you, you got to have a holistic firm wherein all products are available if a client comes. So if a client walks into my office now, I should be able to give him from A to Z in one stop. Why? Because he is money rich, time poor. If I tell him to go to 10 different places and execute the plan, he will not do it. He will better find somebody else who can do it for him. Okay. So people are, again, I'm purposely I'm repeating this. People are money rich and time poor. So please have tie-ups. If you don't expertise in, say, equities, please have a tie-up with the PMS guy. If you don't expertise in mutual funds, please have a tie-up with the mutual fund guy. So in future, what I'm seeing is 5 years down the line, you will have firms which are financial planning firms, which deals into everything, all products and services, only surviving, and not one product shop. One product shop is like selling only Crocin in one medical shop. You cannot be successful that way. And then please have presence on social media. There are many people who nowadays proudly tell that I don't have any social media account. No, you should have social media, because through social media, you can, in fact, I have a guy who prepares some posters daily on finance and sends it to me. So my job is just paying him yearly. He sends it, I just upload it. That's all. That's what I do. But that sends regular message to clients. And there's a proverb, no? Out of sight is out of mind. And hence, the moment you start putting it regularly, as and when a person requires money or investment, your mind should, your name should come to his mind. Okay. And then build a hobby. What kind of hobby? Now, as Rajesh ji was telling, I do a lot of traveling. Okay. Now, I'm very, very upfront and clear over here. Please have larger than life projection of yours too. Clients don't like poor advisors. If clients think you are a poor advisor, how are you going to make him rich? Impossible. That is not going to happen. Okay. And I told you some time back, at least 10 clients a month who come and ask me, boss, I want travel ka planning. Why? Because they see me traveling. Okay. So when I post on Instagram or Facebook that I'm in this place or that place, today I'm in this cruise. And in fact, I have tickets for Delhi already booked. I don't know, will I go or not due to COVID? But when they regularly see me, the next question they ask is, boss, how do you manage to travel? Even I want to do it. That's it. Your goal is already, I've already sold myself to him, right? So please have larger than life kind of situation. It doesn't mean that I wear a Rolex or something. Okay, I wear a normal thing, normal pant shirt. But the moment I tell people, ki, boss, I'm traveling here and there, can you do it in your city? Yes, you can still do it in a city. You just go to different restaurants, have coffee and put that coffee ka photo here. You'll still be selling yourself very, very happily, right? So please build a hobby. And in fact, my hobbies are funny. I act in movies here in Tamil Nadu. I act in movies. I do TV roles, small. I'm not an actor as such. I should say artist, wherein I do small roles, wherein again, people see it is only about being familiar, right? Now, assume Rajesh is #1 advisor. Okay, best, 10 times more knowledgeable than me. And on the other side, I am, right? And we both have our office next to each other. So one is Rajesh advisor, one is Vivek advisor. But only thing is Rajesh is not known in public, but he's super duper intelligent than Vivek. But a client has seen Vivek somewhere in TV or Instagram or Facebook, just doing something. Okay. Now, if a client has money, assume he has 1 crore, big amount, and he comes to the place and sees Rajesh advisor, Vivek advisor. Just honestly tell me which door will he go into first. He will enter into Vivek only because that familiarity is already there, right? So please have social media. Please have a good hobby, and as much as possible, you need not travel. You need not copy me, but there are different kind of hobbies. In fact, I have one. I know one person. He's not into advising business, but he has a hobby of managing pets. So he talks everything about dogs and keeps posting, and people still come to him, right? So how do we handle clients and their say psychology? I'll tell you, I scold clients. I scold clients. Sometimes clients are scared to tell me that what they did. Today, just before this program, one person came, sir, you might scold me. I said, what happened? No. I booked a house for my parents. I said, boss, parents will, leave it. I'm not going to scold you for that. Okay. So people are very, very clear that this guy is going to scold me if I do something wrong without telling him. Now, the biggest problem with advisors in our industry is, and this could be to some extent true for people who are working in, say, banks, wherein your job is to say, maska laga ke hi business lena padega, that kind of thing, or possibly you are too new into this, but after some kind of experience. So I have experience today, right? So it is very difficult for the client to just bullshit in front of me. I tell him, boss, it is your money. You want to make money? Listen to me. Otherwise, no problem. You want to lose money? You go anywhere else. No problem at all. The moment I tell like this, they really realize, okay, this guy is tough nut to crack, right? So how do we handle them? Don't sell anything. I don't sell single product or service to anyone. Trust me, I don't even talk about products and services. If you go to my Facebook or anywhere, except those photo chata poster, which I told you, I don't talk about anything. I just talk about travel. People still come. Guys, you won't believe, but if I show you my phone right now, I'll have at least 25, 30 clients from flight. So their name will be like Flight Rajesh, Flight Kishore, or Flight Sandeep, that way. Why? I met them in flights while traveling from here and there. And they're my clients today. I did not sell anything in the flight, but later on they came and became my client. I'll be having at least 100 clients from train. So train this, train that, like that. Okay. So flight clients, train, and people generally, I find lot of advisors coming and saying, sir, clients kahan se mile? From where to get clients? I'm telling you, clients are left, right, center, everywhere. You just need to, okay. See, that's the reason I like to be interactive. Okay, one example suddenly comes to my mind. Once what happened is, I'm a Bata shareholder. Okay, so when you're a shareholder of Bata, every year he sends you something called discount coupon of 20%. Now, you all know Bata won't give 5 paisa discount if you directly go and buy, right? So if his price is 500 rupees, he is going to charge you full 500. Never ever a penny as a discount. But he sends me something called 20% ka coupon. So once I was buying, I buy only hush puppies from Bata. So, and my belt and shoes, everything is from Bata because I am a shareholder. Okay. So I was buying, my shoes would have been around 8,000 worth. So there was another person who was buying for his daughter some 400 rupees ka canvas shoes. Okay. So that guy told, okay, sir, 8,000 after discount, 1,600 rupees discount. This guy got shocked. His shoes are 400. He is asking him, sir, discount. That very moment I told him, boss, you want Bata discount? You come to my office. I'll teach you how to get Bata discount. He became my client later on because so you can make clients everywhere provided you know how to speak. Okay. And I tell people are human beings. Yeah? They're not going to bite you. Maximum, they're going to say sorry and go away, right? You don't feel bad about it. So people are very, very introvert. I'm extrovert. The moment I told him, he got really shocked. Then he came out, hi, sir. Okay, sir. Where are you from? This, that. Then he came and actually he's having Bata shares with me. So on my discount was 1,600. His cost was 400. He did not get discount. I got that discount that day. So please don't sell anything. Just sell goals. Don't sell returns. The day you sell returns, sir, आपको 100% returns मिलेगा. In 2020, markets gave 100%. Okay, 2022 again, lockdowns are getting announced. You'll again make 100% discount. I mean, 100% returns. I'm telling you, that day is your last day into financial planning advisory. You cannot sell returns. You got to sell goals. So how I sell goals, for example, okay, many of you must be insurance advisors over here, right? So how do I sell insurance? For example, just a random example. So when husband and wife comes, okay, now people will be scared to ask if somebody dies, what happens, because they might take it wrongly, right? I start this way. Okay, I tell husband, you please keep quiet. Okay, I want to talk to your wife for 5 minutes. Okay. I said, wife, do you believe that you will live forever, or he will live forever, or I'll live forever? No, nobody's going to live forever. So practically, we'll talk practically. I'm not talking about death, but we'll talk practically. Yes. Tomorrow, if this man doesn't come home permanently, what do you do? Okay, I took permission from her. So she cannot get offended now. That is also there. So then I tell, see, now you have this loan, that loan you got to pay. I'm the financial institution. You got to pay me. Now he is no longer there. When he was there, he did not do things properly. Okay, didn't have insurance or anything. Now he is gone. Now you got to handle. How will you handle? Then husband will be like curious. Sir, I said, you keep quiet. You are dead already. You are already dead, right? Let us speak. After that, I'll tell you, there is not even a single client who comes to my office. I talk about insurance and he doesn't buy insurance. Okay. So, of course, when you do financial planning, that's the reason I told, if you don't expertise in something, please have tie-ups, because when you do financial planning, you're going to talk about all products and services within one package. It is not going to be a product. It is going to be a buffet totally. So that way. And the best thing is, don't advise your client anything which you would not do. Okay. If you are not going to invest in X product, please don't advise. I have photocopies of all my investments. If a client is coming and says, sir, isme to loss ho sakta hai, boss, see, this is my statement. Okay. And you can see from the beginning, it is all open, clear. So if you are tomorrow, say, agar tum डूबोगे तो हम भी डूबने वाले हैं साथ में. So don't worry, साथ में डूबेंगे. But that is not going to happen because I am also investing in what I am advising you. So that also ensures that we are also being ethical, right? No, if I was unethical in life, okay, I would have become multi-billionaire by now because I would have sold so many wrong products. There were so many people who come and ask me advice. I would have easily missold so much of say worth of commissions I would have earned by now, but never ever did it. Didn't do it because I will not do what I will not advise what I will not. Okay, so you don't have to be nice and goody to the clients. Okay, again, one more thing. This many of you might disagree, but it has worked superbly for me, and it might work for many of you. I should say, don't visit clients at their homes or offices, particularly offices, because the moment you go to a client's office, he is busy in his work. Okay, he has concentration over there, and I told you, everybody is money rich, time poor, including me, including Rajesh ji. Everybody is having shortage of time, right? So I calculate only one thing. If I have to meet 3 clients in a day, okay, traveling, meeting, return, traveling, 3 clients, whole day is gone. Agree with me? And within a city like Chennai, which is so big, or Delhi or Mumbai, wherever, if you are in a big city, you cannot meet more than 3 clients or 4 clients, even if the traffic is less. And by the time you're coming to office, you're already tired. So I ensure that however rich the client is, he comes to my office. I tell him very, very clearly, sir, you are giving me, and there's a diplomatic way of putting it also. If you tell, no, I will not come, you have to come, you might feel bad, right? So I put it this way, sir, you are giving me money. Agreed? Yes. Please come and see my place. Know how I am. Tomorrow, if I run away, he very well knows that I'm not going to run away. Okay, mutual fund is in his name, insurance is in his name, everything in it is going to be invested in his name. I cannot take the money and run away. But still, sir, if I tomorrow run away, and if you're not able to catch, at least you should be able to come and see where I am. No. So if nowhere else, if I'm not traveling, you will find me in office. Please come. Oh yeah. What you're saying is right. I'll come. So even the richest guys comes. Only 1 or 2 category of people I visit who are 60 or 65 who cannot climb even my first floor. Except them, I don't visit anybody else. So either I'm in train or flight, or I'm in my office. You'll not find me in 3rd place, at least till 5 p.m. Okay. So I don't visit people, and mind you, people are again, see, clients will always say that I can handle losses. Very, very good. It is very, very difficult thing to predict. Clients realize that they cannot handle losses only till minus 10%. That's all. Beyond that, they'll start panicking. And hence, as an advisor, please maintain this asset allocation. Always, asset allocation is #1 tool which will always save you. Okay. And I think it's 4:35 so soon. Anyway, I'll finish in 1 minute. Now, people act only on 2 things. Okay. I have understood in last 20 years. So those who are youngsters over here, please take guidance from elders like us. Through experience through experience of us, you don't have enough time to make mistakes and learn. Learn from mistakes of others. Clients act only on 2 things. One is greed and one is fear. Okay. So what can you play well? Please play well. It is good for the client. First I told you, don't do anything which you won't do, right? So you cannot be unethical at all. So if you're not going to be unethical, which means you're going to be ethical, which means you're going to do good for the client. But clients will act only on 2 factors. One is greed and one is fear. I don't play with greed, because the moment you want to play with greed, it means you got to promise them moon and Mars, right? Sir, you'll make 100% returns. Not possible at all. Fear. This is what I told you about insurance guy example. So goals was today FD is only 5%. How are you going? And I'll tell you one example. Yesterday, one senior surgeon, doctor, okay, a lady doctor, she messaged me And I told, people don't have knowledge. What is savings bank account? Okay. So we sent her a data collection form, which says how much balance is there in your savings bank account, one of the columns. What is savings bank account? This is the kind of knowledge people have. Then she sends me a few crore of rupees sitting in FD. Okay, at 5%, 5.25%, 5.5%. The only message I sent her was, okay, Madam Doctor, by the time you make 1 crore, okay, and I sent her my screenshot of percentages, I would have made 3 crores. The moment she saw that, she got shocked, okay, and immediately called me. I said, this is the thing. See my percentage, see yours. I'm running at least 3x faster than you. Right, my percentage is 18%, yours is 5. So even if I consider as 15, by the time you make 1 crore, I would have made 3 crores. That's the difference. Vivek, let us sit this weekend, finish it off. So I'm sure out of the 3 crores, at least 2 crores will come to me. Bank FD, Monday, हम लोग तोड़ेंगे ही तोड़ेंगे. ये तो होने वाला है. Right. So thanks, guys. I'm totally free. So even if you want 15, 20 minutes, half an hour question answer session, I can answer. And as I said, I can speak for 5 days also. There's so many points. These points, I just sat down and jotted, कि कुछ तो बोलेंगे करके. Like, thanks a lot. Thanks, Rajesh ji.
Vivek ji, I think the way you were speaking, we all wanted you to go on and on. But I can see some raised hands here as well. So I will allow them to unmute one by one and then probably speak to you, raise their questions. Kanaya?
Sandeep ji, please go ahead.
Happy New Year to everybody. And in this new year, I wanted to know about the CFP practice. Like, is it advisable to be a fiduciary planner, or is it important to be a client first planner? I'd like to know that from Mr. Vivek, that is it important to be open to the customer or the client who's coming to you for advice, and how he would advise the client? Basically, I would like to know that.
No. If you can clarify on that, should I be fiduciary advisor or what advisor?
Client first.
Client first. See, I am always client first advisor, Sandeep ji. Why? Because one thing has to be very clear. The moment you advise client rightly, see, mind you, one thing today is that everybody has knowledge. Okay, there is something called Google Baba. Whatever I advise, client can immediately record it or hear it and go and type in Google and search whether it is a good advice or a bad advice, right? So there is no hide and seek as such. So be client first advice. Client first in the sense you are keeping interest of client first by default. And the moment you put interest of client first, clients realize it very, very clearly. See, I have clients who have become from clients to very, very good friends. And today, the moment I tell them do this, they don't ask me second question, why? Because over the years, they have found that I am going to be talking only in their interest. I earn or no, but they will surely, that product suits them, right? So they won't ask why. Okay, kar dete. That's all. So please be client first advisor. And there might be a question which before somebody asks, I will answer it myself. There is a confusion. Should I be a product, say I should be dealing in products or only charging fees today, right? That is also one common question. Charging fees is not easy in India still. Okay. In fact, if you are going to charge fees, you cannot run your setup today's date, because the mentality of any Indian was why should I pay fees? See, if I'm selling a shirt or a pant, right, you pay 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 rupees, whatever, you buy a shirt, you can immediately wear it, feel it, okay, acha shirt hai bhai, I liked it. That is what goes through your mind. But the moment I advise a person, ki boss, please take insurance in your husband's name. If in case something happens, you will require it. Now that emergency or urgency is not seen, right? So it becomes very, very difficult to collect fees. And hence that's the reason even I have not entered into that space. I'm happy selling few products, no problem at all. And clients know what commission I'm earning. in spite of knowing they are comfortable in this model. Even clients are comfortable. I'll tell you an example again. Say, assume I'm selling a mutual fund of 1 crore, and if I'm earning 0.5% as my commission, okay. So how much it is? It is 50,000 rupees as my commission. Now, if I tell a client, okay, I'm advising you for 1 crore, please cut a check for 50,000 and give it to me. Now, you tell whether he will give me or he will not. He is a boss. Itna jada, maybe you take 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, but 50,000 looks so big, right? So clients know this very well, but they are happy giving 0.5 indirectly than giving even 0.1 directly. So that's the reason I'm still, I advise on products. So I'm a mutual fund distributor, technically as per SEBI. I'm not a financial advisor at all as per technicals, but I'm happy that way.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, Vivek, sir. Thank you so much.
Kanaya, next.
Madhuji, you please go ahead. Yes, Madhuji, please speak. We cannot hear you.
No, we can't hear you, Madhuji. Okay,
All right,
Kanaya, move next.
Madhuji, please go ahead.
Guys, a
Hello.
small request, if you can switch your camera on, it looks better.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
able to hear you.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Sir, I have two questions. Hello.
Yeah,
Sir, I have
able to
two
hear you.
questions. Yeah. सर पहला सर मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि आपको LIC पॉलिसी के बारे में क्या आपका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है, वो ऑब्सोल्यूट क्यों नहीं हो रही है इस गवर्नमेंट, मतलब हमारे सोसाइटी से, क्योंकि सबको पता है कि थर्ड क्लास प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, तो आपको लगता है कि ये ऑब्सोल्यूट हो जाएंगी? क्योंकि मैंने कुछ फाइनेंशियल प्लानर्स देखे हैं जिनको लगता है कि यार एक क्लाइंट तो मोटी बुद्धि का है, तो हम इसको म्यूचुअल फंड नहीं समझाएंगे, हम इसको LIC पॉलिसी भेज देंगे, ठीक है? तो आपको लगता है कि ये अनएथिकल है, या फिर ठीक है उनको लगता है यार जिसको तो LIC चाहिए था हम उसको LIC भेज देंगे और भले हमें बहुत मोटा कमीशन मिलेगा? सर आपका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू चाहिए।
देखो, मतलब अनएथिकल या एथिकल कुछ नहीं होता है। ओके, नाउ अस्यूम मैं तो नहीं बेचता, ऐसे से मैं तो नहीं बेचता बिल्कुल भी, मैंने टर्म के सिवा कुछ भी नहीं बेचा है, बिकॉज आई फाइंड इट रॉन्ग, राइट? तो आप में दो चीजें चाहिए। आपने जैसे बोला, एक तो क्लाइंट अगर मोटी बुद्धि का है तो आपको चाहिए कन्विंसिंग पावर। मेरे में है, कितना भी मोटी बुद्धि का हो मैं उसको कन्विंस कर सकता हूँ कि भाई ये तेरे लिए बेकार है, ठीक है। लेकिन अगर आप में कन्विंसिंग पावर खुद में कम है, मतलब यू डोंट नो हाउ टू पुट इट अक्रॉस, और आप इतना स्ट्रेसफुली, मतलब स्ट्रेस के साथ नहीं बोल सकते, और क्लाइंट चाहता है कि मैं तो यहीं से कूद के डूब मरूंगा, तो डूब मरने दो, क्या कर सकते हो आप, यही हो रहा है, राइट? आई जस्ट कंप्लीट। फिर भी आई से नॉट नेसेसरीली इट इज बैड सेलिंग LIC। व्हाई? बिकॉज बहुत सारे क्लाइंट्स ऐसे मैंने देखे हैं हु से कि बॉस मेरे को 5-5.5% मिल रहा है, ठीक है, मेरे को तो इतना ही, मेरे को मालूम है म्यूचुअल फंड में मुझे ज्यादा मिलेगा, इक्विटी में ज्यादा मिलेगा, लेकिन मुझे 5-5.5% आई एम हैप्पी अबाउट इट। और अगर मैं इंश्योरेंस लेके मेरे को इंश्योरेंस कवर फ्री मिल रहा है, मेरे को तो ऐसे फीलिंग हो रहा है खाली। यू गेट द पॉइंट? तो ऐसे भी लोग में देखे हैं, तो वैसे लोग LIC ही लेंगे। यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग। सो रॉन्ग प्रोडक्ट राइट प्रोडक्ट कुछ नहीं होता है, मतलब जो जिसको सूट करे। अगर आपको सूट कर रहा है, खाली LIC सूट करे तो LIC ही लोगे आपको, और कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। तो एब्सोल्यूट तो होने वाला ही नहीं है, राइट? कम होंगे, धीरे धीरे हो सकता है अगला 50 साल लगेगा इसको एब्सोल्यूट होने में। और भाई अभी एब्सोल्यूट करो भी मत, LIC IPO आ रहा है, मुझे भी सब्सक्राइब करना है, तो इन LIC पॉलिसी होल्डर्स के बलबूते में सब्सक्राइब करने वाला हूँ।
आई नो सर। सर मेरा ये पॉइंट है जो आपने बोला ना, जो क्लाइंट है ऐसा कि इसको पता है कि मुझे 5% मिल रहा है, बट जो मेरे ख्याल से जो LIC होल्ड करते हैं ना, उनमें से मेरे ख्याल से 1% लोग होंगे जिनको पता है कि म्यूचुअल फंड क्या होता है, इन्फ्लेशन क्या होता है, IRR क्या होता है LIC पॉलिसी का। तो मुझे लगता कि 99% को हम देख नहीं रहे और हमने 97% को हमने बेच दी। और हम सोच रहे हैं कि 1%।
शुरुआत में मैंने इसी के लिए ये बोला था कि बेस्ट इंडस्ट्री है, खाली 5% लोग है इसमें, आपके पास 95% अवेलेबल है। तो ये आप पे डिपेंड करता है कि आप कितने स्मार्टली जाके इनको कवर करो। और जितने भी मैंने अभी तक इंश्योरेंस टर्म पॉलिसीज बेचे हैं, राइट, सबके पास कोई ना कोई ये पुराना जो एंडोमेंट में, LIC नहीं बोलूंगा, सब कंपनीज में एंडोमेंट पॉलिसीज है, तो एंडोमेंट पॉलिसीज सबके पास है, लेकिन मैंने उनको सिर्फ टर्म बेचे हैं कन्विंस करके, और फिर म्यूचुअल फंड में उनको फ्रेश KYC जो बोलते हैं ना, नया KYC पहली बार आ रहा है, वैसे बहुत लोग लेके आया हूं मैं। इनफैक्ट एक बार जब कॉन्टेस्ट चल रहा था कोई AMC का कि फ्रेश KYC, ये नहीं कि आप एग्जिस्टिंग इन्वेस्टर लाके आप इन्वेस्ट करवाओ और आपको प्राइस मिल जाए, मैंने एक फ्रेश KYC हमने सबसे ज्यादा करवाया, मतलब पहली बार आ रहा है वो बंदा, मार्केट के अंदर ही पहली बार आ रहा है, वैसे भी करवाए। तो आप पे डिपेंड करता है, मार्केट बहुत बड़ा है, मतलब यहाँ से आप अगर यू आर क्वाइट यंग यार, यू आर मतलब यू मस्ट बी 20-25, तो यू हैव लॉट ऑफ स्पेस, यहाँ से सीरियसली अगर काम करना चालू करो तो मेरी, हम तो क्या है कि ठोकर खा खा के सीखे हैं, मेरा तो कोई मेंटर ही नहीं था, आप लोग के पास तो इतने सारे आजकल इंटरनेट में मेंटर्स मिल जाते हैं, तो प्लीज स्टार्ट डूइंग इट, यू विल एक्चुअली मेक हेल लॉट ऑफ मनी इन द करियर।
यस सर, एक छोटा क्वेश्चन और है सर, आप परसेंटेज जब गोल्स बनाते हैं क्लाइंट के इंपॉर्टेंट गोल, तो किस परसेंटेज पे आप उनको प्लान करते हैं, 12 और 15 और मोर, ठीक है, और अगर 12-15 के बीच में करते हैं तो आप इंडेक्स फंड रिकमेंड करते हैं?
Okay, so what we do is if the goal is up to 3 years, okay, we calculate 8%, तो approximately समझ लो debt fund या फिर balance advantage types, and if the goal is between 3 and 7 years, if it is 3 and 7 years we calculate at 10%, and if it is 7 years plus 12, so हम लोग calculation के वक्त we do lot of say conservative calculations. Two reasons. One is calculating at 12 is really safe because उससे ज्यादा उससे कम हो सकता नहीं आए इंडिया में, एटलीस्ट 15 थोड़ा अग्रेसिव हो सकता है, so 12 is the maximum what we actually feed in. Index fund we don't do because I believe India is a market wherein active fund management will only beat index fund even in longer term right now. Just because 2017-18 दो साल ये हुआ, इस साल you just calculate this year all your active funds are beating index funds. Index is not able to beat because index is stuck, right? So people have this recency bias. Recency bias मतलब अभी क्या हुआ है, what has happened just now, so they want to just copy that and then do. So 17-18 index performed well, funds didn't perform, so they started selling index funds. We are still not in US, wherein if Dow Jones में 30 companies goes, say Dow Jones goes by 1%, all companies would have moved by 1% almost, right? But in India, even today in Nifty or Sensex, if you look, one company would have gone 20% in 1 year, another one would have gone -20. So you can really make hell lot of money by active fund management than index. So I am totally dead against index as of today. हो सकता है 20 साल बाद, 20 years later, when the market improves, market really the depth improves, that time index fund might do better, but not right now.
सर मनी वाइज की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं, क्लाइंट के इंटरेस्ट की बात कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि अगर हमें 12% ही लेना है तो आपको लगता नहीं कि 12% इंडेक्स फंड दे देगा, और अगर वो दे ही देगा तो हमें एक्टिव में जाना क्यों है? अगर हम सिर्फ क्लाइंट के पर्पस से बात कर रहे हैं, अपने कमीशन के उससे नहीं, बट अगर हमें 12% कराना तो इंडेक्स फंड निफ्टी 50 तो दे ही देगा, आपको मेरे ख्याल से ये तो बिलीव होगा ही कि 12% दे देगा।
No, whatever you do, you might calculate 12%. Okay, now assume what happens is you cannot lock the client and keep key, you cannot talk to anybody else, right? He is definitely going to speak to others, and when he is speaking to his colleagues, friends, and sees ki I have made only 12 but all your funds have made 15, then what happens?
Right.
Then he will withdraw your money, right? So we project only at 12. Why we project at 12? Because for a goal, if I project 12, maybe he requires 20,000 SIP, but if I project 15, it will be only 17,000. So I will make him invest 20, possibly instead of 12, he might get 15, but my projection is only 12. So you cannot, so that is also not going to be in client interest. Client will know that this product is not good.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Harshit ji, please go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Vivek. I was listening to your talk, and I seem to have a few matchings from your side. Like, I too am a complete extrovert. And when it comes to communication and speaking with people around, I do get most of my clients from people, my flights and everything. But thing is, like, I am a bit apprehensive. I have two questions, one on the software aspect of the skills and one on the technical aspect of the skills. One being that I am a bit apprehensive when someone tells me to sell. Now, I would not go ahead and sell because of the kind of background or something. I am a bit apprehensive that I would not go and sell it to someone. One question. Though I can train someone on how to sell, but if you tell me go and sell this, I would not sell it. Second question on the technical aspect, which is related, very much related to the fintech advancements these days, and your talk, which you said that you should have a lot of products on your kitty and you should be able to offer your client a lot of things. So I just wanted to know your outlook on the crypto part of the fintech world. What's your outlook on the crypto thing?
Okay.
I knew you would laugh, but then do let me know.
So Harshit, on the selling part first. Now, I don't understand soft skill and hard skill, all this technical words, but what I'll tell you is selling. I already told you, don't sell anything, right? Even I don't sell, but I'm the only marketing manager in my office. I tell my colleagues, because we don't have a marketing team in my office. Huh? We not even a single marketing team, because the number of clients I myself single-handedly bring, if they handle them, it is more than enough. We are quite happy. So I don't sell anything, but I'm the biggest marketing manager. You got to do marketing, not selling. There's a small thin line difference.
Yeah, of course.
So if you understand that, you will appreciate my what I'm trying to tell.
Yeah.
So don't sell anything, but indirectly I'm selling myself everywhere, right? Even if you go and tell a girl I love you, you are selling yourself, right? Your son or daughter coming and trying to convince you to buy something, she or he is selling something, trying to sell you something. So sales is part of life, and if you're not able to sell, if you're not able to market properly, then I think you should read certain books on that. Now, coming to crypto and fintech. Okay, I thought you were going to ask me what about the impact of fintech companies and robo advisory. So, but you asked me about crypto, but I'll answer the first one also, which I'm prompting it myself. I'm very happy that people like Zero Das, people like Upstocks, and people like say Paytms are there, because they are making my life easier. How are they making life easier? They are doing KYC, everything, and onboarding clients. Okay. Then what is happening? People say, after all, we are human beings. So I have a lot of clients who start investing in this kind of robo advisory. They put 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh. Okay, up to that it is fine. The moment it crosses it and it becomes sizable amount as per their profile, say assume it becomes 10 lakhs, they start getting jittery. Ki ab kya hoga? Now what to do? Because up to 5 lakhs, they have bought some 10, 15 companies or 10, 15 mutual funds. And then the moment they have more and more money, they are clueless. So I have a lot of clients, new clients, who comes from these platforms to me saying, sir, I invested 10 lakhs. Now what to do? Now you got to handhold me. So I'm very, very thankful to this robo advisors. First thing, crypto, I tell people, boss, it is a fraud. Very clear. It's a fraud. When will it collapse? I have no idea. 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. I have no idea at all. But I'm not telling you not to invest. Then they say, what? What do you mean? I say, whatever money you have to lose, ready to lose. Okay, you know your profile. So if you think I can lose 1 lakh and still not crib about it, please invest that money. So he's also happy. I've also limited him to some X amount. So that way it is going. Otherwise, crypto is a fraud. I'm totally against it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one example. Which happened just 3 days back. One of my clients called and said, Vivek, one of my colleague has invested in some exchange in Hong Kong. Okay. What did he invest? Crypto. She said he invested 60 lakhs. 60 lakhs, 60 lakhs. And the value today is more than 1 crore. I said, so he wanted partial amount. So he requested withdrawal. The exchange is asking some X amount to be deposited. So what should be done? I said, ask him to request entire 1 crore and ask how much money to be deposited. She said, okay. Then tell him not to deposit that because this 1 crore is gone. You cannot get it back. Don't just try. what, Vivek, shall I send him to your office? I said, what, will I go to Hong Kong and fight? No, no need of sending. Just go to Commissioner of Police office, file a FIR that so-and-so thing has happened. And she said, then, I said, then forget it. Your police also is not going to go to Hong Kong and arrest them. So your 1 crore is gone. So this is what is happening in crypto.
Kanaya, keep moving.
Akshay ji, please go ahead. One request from everyone. Vivek ji is here for a very limited time. So if you can ask one question, please. In that case, we can.
Lenovo.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah, go on. We can hear you.
Hello. Hi, sir. This is Rahul.
Rahul
Rahul Malviya.
Yeah, Rahul, carry on.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि सर इसके पहले मैंने अभी रिसेंटली ज्वाइन किया था मिस्टर वरुण मल्होत्रा सर का कोर्स, मतलब ज्वाइन करने का कोर्स कर मतलब कोशिश कर रहा था शेयर मार्केट के लिए। तो सर ये CFP करने के बाद, जैसे मैं अभी LIC का एजेंसी है मेरे पास और हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस का भी है, तो मैं एज अ फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर मुझे CFP करना है, तो उसके लिए पहले इसके लिए मतलब इसमें स्टॉक मार्केट का भी रहेगा कि शेयर परचेस एंड सेलिंग का, या खाली ये म्यूचुअल फंड का रहेगा मतलब?
No. CFP is not for making you expert in one product. Okay. CFP is planning for a client, okay, how much goals he requires and how to calculate those numbers, and at X percentage, how much money should he be investing. That is what is CFP. So once you complete CFP, you can easily draft plans, and then you can start advising clients on to invest in mutual funds or but if your aim is to become say a trader or an advisor in stock market specifically, then better join courses like which NISM is offering on stock market. So you got to do research analyst paper over there. So that is the course you got to do. But I'll tell you, being a CFP and doing financial planning would be much better option in career than going into stock market directly, because stock market is right now in boom period. The moment it turns down 5-10,000 points, people will forget you. So finally you should decide. लेकिन अगर खाली स्टॉक मार्केट करना है तो रिसर्च एनालिस्ट करके एक एग्जाम है, वो आपको लिखना पड़ेगा।
ओके सर। सर तो ये जो मतलब CFP का हेलो,
Yeah, go on, Rahul.
सर CFP का ये सिलेबस में क्या क्या रहता है, मतलब इसमें स्टॉक मार्केट का भी रहता है?
I think
या
Rajesh sir
म्यूचुअल
will
फंड का
take a
रहता है?
separate session after I get disconnected.
Yeah. Kanaya, next.
Yes, Saju ji, right.
Yeah. Vivek ji, I think you are associated with the multiple insurance companies. My doubt is how you are operating, whether you are working as a corporate agent or.
No, there is something called, see, there are two ways of doing it. One is most of the people have in, say, assume my name, my wife's name, my son's name, like that I can have. That is the first option. And the second option is there is something called IMF, insurance marketing firm, which you can start, wherein you can deal into life and to health and to general insurance under single corporate name. So you can choose any one of these options, whatever suits you.
IMF, I think it is location specific. No, some district or we can operate only
everywhere. No, you can sell anywhere.
Anywhere. Okay. Thank you.
Vaibhav ji, please go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Vaibhav.
Hi, sir. Very good evening.
Good evening.
Question is that if you are planning to work in this setting, so what is
Vaibhav, your audio is very bad. I'm not able to hear. You can type down the question. Harshit is typing that what to read to get good knowledge. Harshit, start reading this economic times के साथ wealth करके एक paper आता है every Monday. Just start reading that newspaper. It's a good thing. Automatically start acquiring knowledge. Don't have to spend too much of money on too many books.
Kanaya, keep moving.
Okay, Vaibhav. Yeah, there's another Vaibhav also.
Vaibhav Potedar.
Pottedar. Yeah, please go ahead.
Move ahead, move ahead.
Okay, Justin.
Hello.
Yeah, Jasmine.
Sir, good evening, sir. Thank you for the lovely session you just spoke. I just
Yeah,
want to ask a small doubt. If I'm gonna start it as an equity broker, it is good I can sell a direct or regular mutual fund to my clients, sir.
No, equity broker. Then you'll be selling only stocks, right?
Only stocks, yes.
Then first, equity broking industry is dying. You'll find only big brokers 5 years down the line. Why should you become a
Okay.
broker?
I mean like a mutual fund broker.
Mutual fund broker, see, direct plans, people who have knowledge, okay, can analyze themselves, they will go and buy direct. They'll not buy from you, right? And if you're a mutual fund distributor, then you'll be selling only regular plans because you'll get commission only in that.
Okay. Okay, sir. Then another doubt is that I just need to know, is it the CFP course it is valid in India, or what is the proper value that because many of them don't know what is a CFP, right? They know about C and other things, but what is the actual value of CFP and what are the guidelines to do the particular course, sir? Where can we find that?
That guidelines, I think Rajesh sir will be having a session after I hang up. So I think you should stay on.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so this is the last question I am taking. Usha ji, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, Vivek ji.
Good evening, Usha.
Sir, I want to know how many entrepreneurs do you have as your clients, and any specific personal financial need that they have? How do you convince them to keep their personal finances and business finances separately?
Okay, see, entrepreneurs should be maybe 30 to 40% of my total client base. Okay. And while discussion, what happens is initially there will be some resistances wherein they don't want to disclose everything. But slowly and steadily you start guiding them because you got to park at least X amount from your business income every year. So most of the entrepreneurs, the biggest mistake what entrepreneurs do is, if I'm earning say 10 lakhs a month, just an example, 10 lakhs a month, most of these entrepreneurs put this entire 10 lakhs back into the business, right? So the first part is convincing them ki boss, if it is 10 lakhs and you're putting back 10 lakhs into the business, that is not good. You should take out some money as your salary or whatever, and then start investing. So what happens is slowly they start with 1 or 2 lakhs, and then I have seen that it has reached even like 6-7 lakhs. So that is the way it goes. It takes time. Convincing an entrepreneur always takes time, but it does happen.
Okay, Rajesh sir, you can take it from here.
Okay, but before I begin, let me thank Vivek ji for joining us here today. Vivek ji, I know the session was going in such a way that we wanted it to go on and on, but unfortunately, I was texted by my team. We have paucity of time because there is another session scheduled on it. So we are kind of limiting it here. Thank you so much, Vivek ji, for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
Taking our time to be here with us today.
Thanks a lot. My pleasure.
Perfect. So as Vivek ji was sharing in the beginning that he is a CFP and I was introducing him, I shared that he is a certified financial planner. We also talked about that, and Vivek ji shared that he is an ICFP alumni. He studied for this CFP program with us. And you have been hearing about CFP program in various media. You may have probably seen other certified financial planners practicing as well or working in the industry. So here it is. We are going to talk about certified financial planner program in detail. All your queries around the CFP program would get answered here right now. The guys who have raised questions, trust me, we will take every single question at the end. We will ensure that we answer each of your questions. So please stay tuned. We are there. Okay. So to begin with, what is CFP? Let me kind of draw a quick picture for you so that you quickly understand what CFP is. So as Vivek also shared, CFP is world's topmost program in personal finance and financial planning space. So when I say world's topmost program, I truly mean that because the program is an international program, which is valid, which is recognized in 27 countries across the world. So some of you were just asking that question, which all countries? So it is in US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, all the biggest, you name it, and you have that in the list. So CFP is an international program recognized in 27 countries across the world. What makes the program all the more unique is it has a very unique structure. The program has 4-in-1 certification. As much as I know that it is world's only program with 4-in-1 certification. If you know of any other program, you can correct me. You can tell me the program right here. So when I say 4-in-1, so let me explain you how this works. So you study for one single program, you study for one CFP program, and within that, you get 4 international certifications from FPSB. One is CFP, of course, but on the way to be a CFP, you get 3 other international certifications from FPSB. Okay, so that makes it 4-in-1 program. The program is designed in such a way that it is good for students, maybe undergrads or grads, or MBAs, or those who have just started their career, for them. Equally good for professionals who are in the BFSI industry, who want to probably get more knowledge, acquire more skills, or probably kind of add their CV value, add their expertise for them. And for the IFAs, like somebody like Vivek, who have been in the industry. As Vivek said in the beginning, if you remember his words correctly, he said that CFP as a program kind of puts a stamp on your knowledge, stamp of knowledge and credibility on you when people start trusting you more. So that's what this program is. If I talk about the program content, what you ultimately get to learn, the program is primarily focused around personal finance. So when I say personal finance, all the investments related to an individual, related to a person, is what personal finance is. So you get to learn all about personal finance and wealth management. That's where the program focus is. It's a short-term program, doesn't take much of time like a typical CA or a CFA program where you spend 3.5 years or more than that studying for the program. CFP takes roughly around 8 to 10 months. If you want to do it quicker, you can also wrap it up in around 5 to 6 months time. But generally, we have seen people doing it in 8 to 10 months. That's why I have written this average here, 8 to 10 months. And it's a completely online program. You study online, you take the exams online. So end to end, it's an online program only. Okay, quickly coming to curriculum, because some of you were asking, will I learn stocks? Will I learn mutual funds? So answering that. Precisely, yes. Within the CFP curriculum, you learn all about the investment products, whether equities, debt products, mutual funds, alternate investments. You learn about all kinds of investment products. That's one. The other thing that Vivekji was talking about is the investment planning approach, the kind of understanding the financial goals, goal setting, drawing the financial plan for a person, asset allocation, and making an investment plan. That's what the model is. So you learn all about the investment products, learn about the investment plan, and then the ancillary things like, so when your clients invest money with you, of course, it will have taxation impacts too. And forget about taxation impacts. As financial professionals, finance professionals, you and me will agree that people in India invest. One of the reasons why people in India also invest is because of saving taxes. So of course, tax becomes one of the key points. Tax is again one of the things that you get to study in the CFP program. So it covers a very holistic approach. Anything and everything which relates to an individual's wealth, an individual's investments, is what gets covered in the program. So the program, as I was saying, it's a 4-in-1 program. So the program is divided into 4 parts, 4 levels: level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. Level 1 is called investment planning specialist. Okay, investment planning specialist. That's what the abbreviation is written there, IPS. So in the level 1, you study 3 modules. Okay, you study 3 modules. The first module is personal financial management, where you get to learn the concepts of personal finance, something like assets, net worth, liabilities, time value of money, doing various financial calculations, annuities, loan amortization, all of this you get to learn in the personal financial management. Then you quickly move on to the second module, which is investment planning and asset management. This is where you learn all about the investment products, all investment products, right from equities to mutual funds to bonds to corporate FDRs to IPOs, every single to derivatives, every single product you get to study here in investment planning and asset management. And then the third is, so you have learned about financial calculations, you have learned about investment products. Now you learn about investment laws. So as a chartered accountant learns business law, company law, those parts. Similarly, you being a certified financial planner, you learn about investment laws. That's what this third module is about, regulatory environment and legal compliances. So this module allows you to learn about the regulatory framework, something like SEBI Act, the RBI Act, the IRDA Acts, the rules, bylaws, all of this legal framework of investments in India. That's what you get to study. So with this, you complete your level 1, then you take your level 1 exam and you pass through and you get FPSB certification, FPSB USA certification of investment planning specialist. Okay, so you remember what Vivek was saying in the beginning, that your certification comes from USA. That itself is a kind of a credibility builder, that you are FPSB USA certified. So that's for level 1. Then you move on to level 2 after completion of level 1. The level 2 is retirement and tax planning specialist. It's RTPS, retirement and tax planning specialist. Here you have 2 modules to study, retirement planning and tax planning. Retirement planning is where you study more about the holistic financial planning, setting goals. How do you retire? Before retirement, what do you want to achieve? After retirement, what kind of life do you want to live in? What is your expected life? And how do you want to achieve your goals for that? So that's all gets covered in this module called retirement planning. The second is tax planning, okay, where you study more about the personal tax, the income tax for salaried. You study about capital gains, you study about taxation on various investment products. You get to study all of that here in tax planning. What I forgot to mention is, whatever you are studying, so whatever module you are studying, each of these modules, for example, tax planning. So within each of these modules, you will have 2 sub-modules, 2 parts of it. One would be global element, the other would be Indian element. The global element is where you learn more about the global practices. So for example, global element of tax planning would allow you to learn also the tax laws, the tax framework of countries like USA, Canada. That's one. And the global element will also allow you to learn that what if, let's say, an NRI today goes on to work in USA for 6 months or 7 months or 8 months or 2 years or 5 years. How is the income tax? What are the various impacts of investment that he does here in India? All of that. So that's the global part. And then you study the local, the absolute Indian content as well. And that happens in all the modules that are listed here, right from personal financial management up to whatever you are seeing. Every module will have a global element and an Indian element. Okay, then you move on to level 3, which is risk and estate planning specialist. So risk is nothing but risk management and insurance, where you learn about how to calculate the life value, the premiums, the various insurance policies, the insurance framework in India, insurance products in India, all of that. And then the other module is estate planning. Estate planning, please do not confuse it with the real estate. Estate planning means succession planning, which means how do you pass on your wealth to the next generation? So you have earned money, you have consumed for yourself. How do you pass on the wealth to the next generation? I mean, how there are various ways and various succession laws involved in it. You get to study all of that in estate planning. So that's level 3. On completion of level 3, you get a FPSB USA certification called Risk and Estate Planning Specialist, right? So level 1, 2, and 3, each of these levels you complete and you get a certificate from FPSB USA. Now, one interesting point that I like to put here is the curriculum is very flexible and it allows you to complete level 1, 2, and 3 in any order that you want. not necessarily in this order, 1, 2, and 3. Even if you want to do level 3 first, you are free to do that. Okay, you are most welcome to do that. The only constraint is you can take level 4 only when you have completed all of these. 1, 2, and 3 you have completed, then only you can take level 4. But 1, 2, and 3 can be taken in any order. Okay, so level 4 is where all of this, whatever you have learned till now, investments, retirement, tax, insurance, estate, all of that gets merged together, and then you learn how to create a holistic financial plan. What is that my client needs? How do I prepare the financial plan? How do I engage my client into the financial plan? How do I help the client achieve the financial goals? That's what you get to study in the level 4. And level 4 is a very practical program. Level 1, 2, 3 is where you study when you take exam. You study and you take exam, right? So they are more of academics in structure. Whereas CFP final program, the last level, level 4, is highly practical program. It's a practical part. That's the beauty of the whole program, that it doesn't end with an absolute theory. It ends with a very practical approach. Whatever you have learned earlier, all that narrows down to ultimately giving the shape of a financial plan. And how does that happen? The practical element. So there is a project which is given by FPSB for every batch. You have to complete a project. Okay, that project is a real-time project. It's not a Google cut, copy, paste project. It's a very real-time, real-life project which is given to you. You have to prepare that plan, you have to prepare that project on your own, submit it to the board. The board evaluates the project, and only if your project is approved, you are allowed to sit in the exam. The exam again that you take are not bookish exams that you study these 3 books of CFP final and you go and take the exams. No, the exams again have 75% weightage of the practical things. So you get a case study, and based on those case studies, you have practical questions to solve. So they carry 75% weightage. Only 25% weightage is given to the theory of these 3 books. So level 4 is by nature very theoretic, very practical, very numerical based, and it is kind of a practical implementation of whatever you have learned earlier. So that's what the structure of the program is. It gives you a holistic learning across all of wealth management, all of investments. Okay, talking about exams. So level 1, 2, and 3, each of the exams that you take, they are similar pattern, same pattern and same marks as well. So each of these exams are 2 hours exam. So 2 hours, 75 questions, 75 marks, no negative marking at all. Passing marks, you see, I have written approx 60%. It is around 55%, 50-55%, but I am saying 60 to give you a ballpark figure in the sense that there are 75 questions, 60% of 75 is 45. So even if you make 45 questions right, you are able to sail through the exam very easily. So that's what the ultimate exam preparation or exam passing strategy is, marking 45 questions right, because there is no negative marking. So that can be done easily. So that's level 1. And the same format for level 2 and level 3 as well. Online exam, 2 hours, 75 questions, 75 marks, all MCQs, no negative marking, passing score approx 60%. The only difference is there in the exam of the level 4. Level 4, as I said, first you have to appear at a case study. You have to complete the financial plan. Once your plan is approved, you will be allowed to take the exam. The exam here would be not of 2 hours, but would be of 3 hours. Not of 75 questions, but only of 50 questions. Not of 75 marks, but of 100 marks. And the way the marks are divided is, these 50 questions would be divided in 2 parts, 25 questions of 1 mark each, which will be from the 3 books, 3 theoretical books that you study for level 4. So 25 marks for that. And 25 questions of 3 marks, which would be based on a practical case that you get in the exam. Okay, they will be all numerical questions based on the case that you get in the exam. 25 multiplied by 3, 75 there. So again, approximately 60% is the passing mark here. 55 if you kind of reach, you are able to sail through. So that's the certification exam. The exams happen online. I was talking about that each level you complete, you get certificates from FPSB USA. So this is what the certificate looks like. You complete level 1 and you get level 1 certificate. You complete level 2, you level 2 certificate, level 3, and you complete the final one, you get a certified financial planner certification. And you are also allowed to use CFP with your name. So Rajesh Kumar Singh CFP CM. That's what I can add with my name after passing the exam. That's what it does for you. Okay, so you might be also having query. You have seen that it's an international program. You have seen that this is a 4-in-1 program. You have seen that it has so much to learn. By now you have started thinking, okay, the program fee may be very high because it's a global program, international certification. Hang on, it's not that costly at all. And the best part is the fee is not to be paid in one go. The fee is paid as you progress along the program. It is not paid in one go. So let me explain you what is the fee for CFP. So the fees are paid in two different areas. One is the fee that you pay to the FPSB USA board. The second is the fee that you pay to us for studying the program, but where we teach you the program. So one is the study fee, the second is the board fee. So study fee you pay to us, that is in Indian rupees. Board fee is the one which you pay to the USA board, FPSB USA board directly, that's in the US dollars. So I'm talking about the USA, the FPSB USA board fees first. So for each level, you have to pay two fees. One is a content fee. FPSB has given some online content for you to study. FPSB has their own online system where they have given some ebooks, okay? So online books, you cannot save it, you cannot print it, you cannot download it. Some online books for you to study. They have given for as a reference material. That is mandatory for everyone. Even if you come and study with me, that is mandatory for you to subscribe. Whether you study that or not, that's secondary. You will not require to study that because my books, my classes, my teaching would be sufficient. But you will have to subscribe to that content. And that content fee is $60. And the exam fee is $61 for level 1. The same fee is for level 2 and 3 as well. Okay, for each of these, you pay 60 for content, 61 for exam. So as I said, this you pay as you move along the program, not in one go. Then the CFP final when you arrive, you have $120 as the content fee. I also mentioned that there is a project that you have to do. For project, you have to pay $50. And then there is the final certification, which is again, the final exam, which is again $120, $22. So that's what you have to pay for CFP final. So these are level wise fees. There are a couple of common fees as well, which layer on for everything. So the one is the registration fee. Initially, when you register with the board, you have to pay a registration fee, which is valid for all the 4 levels. Okay, which is valid for 1 year. That is $165. Then once you complete your level 1, 2, 3, or 1 or 2 or 1, whatever levels you complete, I was telling you that you get 4 international certifications, right? So for the first 3 international certifications, you have to pay a fee of $100 to get that certificate. $100 for all 3, not $100 each, $100 one-time fee for all 3. So you pay $100, you will get 3 certifications, these 3 specific certifications from FPSB USA. And then once everything is done, your CFP complete program is done, then you pay $120 for getting your charter, your final certificate, CFP membership. So that's the whole fee of the program which you pay to FPSB USA. Coming to what you pay to us for study, that's very nominal, pretty nominal. So you have the choice to study the way you want. You can join me level wise. For level 1 first, then once after completing level 1, you move to level 2. You have the choice to do that. So what you see on my screen is for level 1, if you join, the level 1 fee is 15,000 rupees for virtual learning. Virtual learning is a live instructor-led class like this, where a faculty will teach you over the Zoom. The only difference is here, it's a webinar, so I have kept all of you on mute. In the class, you will be all on mute, you will be allowed to talk, and it will be an interactive class. The second option that you see, e-learning, that's for 11,000. E-learning is a pre-recorded session where the same faculty who is teaching you has pre-recorded the class in a studio environment, and the video recording is given to you. The entire content, the book and everything is given to you. That's more of a DIY kind of approach, do-it-yourself approach, where we give you the content, you have to learn yourself. So there the pricing is lesser, the fee is lesser. So you can opt whether you want to study for virtual or you want to study for e-learning. Now, the same fee is there for all. Similarly, you have fee for level 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have option to join these level wise, or the best part is if you join all of this program together, because this study flows in a very synchronous way without any break. So if you join the program as a 4-in-1, all the 4 levels together, then you kind of save approximately 40-45%, because if you sum it up here, for all the virtual classes of level this level 1 to 4, the total fee would come to 55,000. Whereas if you join the program as 4-in-1, the fee is only 37,500. So that you save around 17,000 rupees or whatever. Similarly, the e-learning thing, the fee is when you calculate all this here, it is 40,000 rupees. Whereas when you join as 4-in-1, the fee is only 27,500. So that gives you a good discount, good saving in terms of the fee. Choice is yours if you want to join online virtual class or pre-recorded e-learning class, whatever way you are comfortable in. One thing that I forgot to mention is the virtual classes, the live classes are conducted. Again, you have 2 options. There is a weekend option where we teach you on Saturday and Sunday, Saturday late evenings, Sunday first half of the day. 2 hours class Saturday, 2 hours class on Sunday. That's one option to study. And there is a weekday class where we teach you on Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, 5 days in a week, 2 hours, 7:30 to 9:30, sorry, 7:30 to 9:30 in the evening. Okay, so that's another option. Weekday or weekend, again, the choice is yours, depending on how much time you can take out. Okay. Why study at ICFP? What differentiation we bring? What content do we have to offer you? So as I said earlier also, we have a live class, we have a pre-recorded class. Choice is yours, whatever suits you. I also mentioned we have a choice of weekend class or a weekdays class. Again, choice is yours. Let me explain you the difference. The same faculty, the same content, the same books are taught to you. The only difference is the pace is faster in weekdays, because in weekdays, my faculty will teach you 5 days in a week, which means 2 hours a day for 5 days, which means 10 hours in a week. Whereas in a weekend, they will be teaching you 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday. So that means 4 hours in a week, right? So in weekdays, the pace of teaching will be much faster. You will be able to wrap up the program quickly. In weekends, it will be as per, it takes around 10 months time for the program to be completed. But you join depending on how much time you can take out to study. You get comprehensive books, not like FPSB ebooks. You get comprehensive printed books from us. The books, the content written by our own faculty, the people who have been teaching CFP program for more than 2 decades. For them, the books have been written by them, very comprehensive books. You get practice books with 500, 600, 800 questions to practice. So allows you to be very ready for the exam. Okay, and on top of all this, you have online mock exams, you have video lessons. So when I say video lessons, every single class that you do, every single class that you study, the classes get recorded and the recording is shared with you on a learning platform. So you can look at the video, you can revise the session as many times as you wish. Then there is also a mentor connect. You can connect to our faculty, our coaches, any number, as many times as you want. You can ask them your queries, your doubts. Then you have a tech support. The examination is online. So we have our team helping you take the exam, helping you do all the online exam work as well. So that's what we do for you. Why ICOFP? Why you can count on us? So of course, yes, this is where I say that we have created the difference. When it comes to the CFP program, we bring you India's most comprehensive study materials. And when I say, I literally mean it. If you have any other education provider, CFP education provider in mind, Take out the content that they're going to teach you. They have to teach you their books and our books. You will see the difference, and then you will realize why we say that our study materials are the most comprehensive that you can ever have. We are India's first and the largest education partner of FPSB. We are a part of Bajaj Capital Group, I said in the beginning as well. And since 2002, we have been teaching this program in India. Also, you have the most experienced faculty members. So every single person who is going to teach you will be coming from these backgrounds like CFP, CFA, Chartered Accountant, PhDs. They will be the person who will be teaching you, not some Tom, Dick and Harry coming and taking the classes. People with all these credible certifications with minimum 10, 12, 15 years of experience. You will have practicing CFPs, practicing chartered accountants as your mentors and coaches. And one of the unique features is the CFP academic, the delivery, the classes is headed by a person, Madhu Sinha, who happens to be the former program director, former director of FPSB India board. Now imagine FPSB India board director herself coming and teaching you. That's the kind of stellar faculty that we have. And then highest number of CFP certifications, the passing rate. We have had a consistent 19 years of track record. Don't go on what I am writing here. Go on Google reviews, see our alumni, see our students, what they have to say. Why I'm saying Google reviews, because there you can connect to those people one-on-one, talk to them, find out what they have to say. They have studied with us, how they have enjoyed, and they have achieved success with us. Some of our CFP alumni, I don't know if the font is that much visible, but let me again probably talk about them. So our CFP alumni come from all walks of life. We have independent practitioners, and these are the poster faces of the financial planning, the wealth management in industry in the country today. Somebody like Lovai Navlakhi, Suresh Sadagopan, Dilshad Bilimoria, Silpi Johri, Gaurav Mashruwala, Bhuvna Sriram. I am pretty sure all of you who have been in the financial planning domain have heard these names. Now, I am proud to say they all are ICFP alumni, like Vivek shared. Vivek is also an ICFP alumni. So that's what makes us really feel proud that we have created India's best of the financial planning brains, best of the financial planning faces in the country. In the corporate career domain, then I have people like Jayant Pai, who's the head of Parag Parikh Mutual Fund products there. I have somebody like Nitin, head of Karwa Wealth Management. I have somebody like Salini, senior partner and founder of Ingenitus, Sumit with IDFC Bank, Aditi with Crystal, all these so senior people in the corporate world. Similarly, if you talk to me, as I was saying, that CFP is a global program, international program. So then your question can be, are there people on the international arena as well? So yes, I do have. So then I have faces like Sonia, who's in Australia. I have faces like Rajneesh, who's in Canada, Gautam in British Columbia, again Canada, Lavanya in UAE. So all these people, what you see, the names are narrowing down. That's more of a creative approach for showing this diagram. These names have been restricted because of the diagram creative design, not because of any other reasons. Then there have been entrepreneurs born out of the CFP program at ICOFP. So you have Aditi Khandelwal, who is a YouTuber who happens to creating financial planning content on YouTube. You have Nupur Shah, again a YouTuber who has been creating financial planning and financial awareness content on YouTube. You have somebody like Sadiq, who happens to run an institution called Network FP, where he does some financial planning community connect programs. Sadiq was also our Mumbai campus student. So likewise, we have students from all walks of life, and our students have gone and succeeded everywhere. You have people who have opted to do CFP very unconventionally. Somebody like Monica Hallan, one of the best known financial journalists today. So Monica Hallan is our alumni. Monica has done CFP with us, studied CFP program with us. You have Colonel Sunil Mida, again coming from an army background and studying CFP with us at a pretty senior age. So unconventional choices and people have come. Then you have also people, students who have gone on to who have said that I want to be a coach. I have done CFP myself. Now I want to be teaching. So there I have to share this profile, Hitesh Thakral. Hitesh is a chartered accountant. He's a CFP. He is an ex-Goldman Sachs and ex-KPMG. And he is also a faculty with us. Our ex-student, and he's a faculty with us as well. He teaches in the taxation programs. Now imagine people like this background, a chartered accountant, CFP, ex-KPMG, ex-Goldman Sachs, somebody like him coming and teaching you taxation. So that's what the stellar faculty background that I was talking, that these are the people who are going to teach you. Okay, so knowing that yes, CFP is a program which is very credible, so knowing that it's an international program, and the way Vivek said in the beginning, that it's a program which puts a stamp of credibility and knowledge and trust on your profile. The question is, are you ready? Because a lot of you were asking questions about CFP program today. So I am going with the belief that yes, you are ready. You want to do the program today, and you have been thinking for it. You have been contemplating over it for a long time. Let's put an end to it today. Join the program today. Your next question would be, why should I join the program today? What is the incentive for me to join the program today? So yes, I do bring you some specific reasons why you should be joining the program today. So there is a very special offer for all of you if you join the program today. The first thing is, if you join the program today, you save 50% on FPSB content fee. If you remember, the content fee was $60, $60, $60, $120. So if you sum all of this is $300 of FPSB USA fees, not my fees, FPSB USA fees. If you join today, that $300 would become $50. So sorry, $150. So meaning to say 50% discount. And $150 at today's rate would be approximately 12,000 rupees. Right? So if you join the program today, the first thing that you get is you are saving 12,000 rupees straight away. That's the first incentive why you should be joining today and not tomorrow. The second thing is, we have exclusive student loan arrangements. So you don't need to pay the fee today. You will have to pay just 10% of it to block your seat. We are starting the batch this Sunday. You have to just pay 10%, block your seat. The balance you can get financed through a student loan arrangement where you can pay in 6 easy EMIs. 6 easy EMIs. Okay, and the last but not the least, if you join today, that 37,500 rupees fee of virtual is discounted by another 5,000 rupees, and it is 32,500. E-learning is discounted by another 5,000 rupees. 27,500 becomes 22,500. So now let me explain this to you again. So if you are joining today, all you need to do is pay 10% of this, meaning to say 3250, balance in easy EMIs. If you're joining the e-learning course, 2250 that you have to pay today, balance in easy EMIs. So the choice is yours. Whatever model you want to do, the e-learning one or the virtual one, you can join today. 12,000 rupees saving in terms of FPSB fees, 5,000 rupees in terms of the virtual fees, 17,000 rupees saving, plus you don't need to pay the fee today, 10%, block your seat, start studying. FPSB fees will anyways go later on, 2 months, 3 months down the line when you register with FPSB. Level by level, it will go on. So you don't need to worry about that. So that's the special offer for you today, gentlemen, because you took out time. So that's the special kind of token of appreciation that we thought of giving it back to you. Join the program today. You have been thinking for a long time. This is the reason why I'm saying today is the best time for you to join. Remember, the offer that I'm showing you today is valid only for today and not for 2 days. It's only for today. Please do not embarrass us by asking for this offer or this discount tomorrow. It's only for today. The next question may be, how do I avail this offer? So call us on this number. Kanhaiya, if you can type this number in the chat also, 9711437779. Call us on this number. Our team, Christian and his team, the whole program team is there to help you. They would be happy assisting you, answering your questions, happy assisting you, connecting you to the payment gateway and helping you enroll for the program. So that's what I had in the presentation to share. Let me quickly look at the questions in the chat. What about doubt session for e-learning? So Rituji, yes, for each, whether you join for virtual or e-learning, in each of these options, you have doubt sessions, and the doubt sessions are one-on-one Also, before every exam, you have a specific doubt session, which is a kind of a brush up before the exam, a quick brush up before the exam. That is also arranged by us. Books, materials, yes, that's included in the cost. How many classes, even the books, courier, logistics, everything is included in the cost. How many classes in each module? So Usaji, that varies on the content to content. So if I say level 1, so level 1, the PFM module, the personal financial management module takes around 10 to 12 classes. The investment planning and asset management module takes around 15 to 18 classes. Regulatory environment, we don't do classes for that. We give you a ready-made content for regulatory. That's the only one subject for which we give you the ready-made content. Why? Because investment law is more like history. There is nothing to teach. It's like history. You have to remember the SEBI Act. You have to remember, right? So those have been created in a beautiful way, which you can learn on your own. Only that's the only one. Otherwise, all the modules we're going to teach you in the live class. So that I answered you will depend on the subject that you are studying. Tax planning will take around 18 to 20 classes. Yeah. So depending on what content we are teaching you, the number of classes would vary. Yes, Darshvi, if you want to take course on first and second, you can do that. You can go level by level. Please call us on this number and the team will help you do that. Language of the classes would be English, primarily English. But if you ask a couple of questions in Hindi, the faculty knows Hindi, the faculty understands Hindi. Some of the faculties understand Punjabi, some of the faculties understand Marathi, some of the faculties understand Tamil. That's another thing, but they understand. But the classes would be done in English. Rajesh Rathore has sent me a personal direct message. What is the cost of books and study materials? So I've explained you that 37,500, which today if you join 32,500 includes the books and study materials. 27,500, which today if you join 22,500 includes the books and the study materials. Total cost I've already explained. They will only charge the processing fee of some 700-800 rupees that they will charge you. Otherwise, no interest. Whatever loan you get financed, that divided by 6 is what will be your EMI. If we do CFP from India, would it be valid in USA? Yes, Mankirat. So CFP is an international program. As I said, this is valid in 27 countries across the world. So wherever you do, that is valid in those 27 countries. So I've answered all the questions in the chat, Kanhaiya, and I can see 2 raised hands. So if you can allow them to unmute themselves one by one, I can probably answer them as well.
Sure, sir. Sagunji, please unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, good evening, sir. I have 2 questions. So is this a degree or diploma or certificate program? And the other is, I missed one thing that you said, is the weekdays batch is slow pace or the weekend batch?
Okay. So Sagunji, it's a certificate program. It's not a degree or diploma program. It's a certificate program. Okay, that's one. Second thing, the weekday batch is a faster pace program. Weekend is a slow pace. Why? Because it's the sheer number of days that you study with us. When you study for weekdays, I teach you 5 days in a week. When you study for weekend, I teach you 2 days in a week. So that's where the difference is. If I teach you 5 days, you will move faster. Okay. Can I keep moving?
Madhuji, you can unmute yourself. Okay, Lenovo, I don't know your name. You can Lenovo. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Lenovo is Rahul. He was there earlier also, no?
Yes.
Yeah, allow him.
Yeah, I have.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sir, actually, I want to ask you one thing. When I was done this courses, so what is the opportunity for after done this courses for completed and or corporate organization and personal finance? So how I will get earn for after done this courses?
Okay. So Rahul, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Rahul, you see, I was telling you right now also, while I was talking about my alumni, I was showing you that how There are some people at the zenith of the corporate world. So CFP as a program allows you to enter into the personal finance, the wealth management space in the BFSI domain. So tomorrow, if you want to join a banking industry, a wealth management company, a wealth management firm, a financial planning firm, somebody like Ameriprise is a big recruiter of CFPs in India. Somebody like Bajaj Capital, ICICI Wealth Management, these are big recruiters, big time recruiters of CFPs in India, right? So you kind of immediately get to start a career with these companies where you join as wealth managers, join as financial planners, join as wealth advisors, and gradually then based on your experience, your learning, your career progression begins, and then you kind of keep growing.
Sir, but agar someone who has start from the on his himself only, solo entrepreneurship, right? So how he will earn for that from that?
Okay, so you see, Rahul, that again depends on what you want to do. So I was showing you that there are students who have studied CFP and they have gone on to explore as an entrepreneurs. Somebody like they have become YouTubers, somebody has become a financial coach, somebody is practicing financial planning. So if you want to do want to practice financial planning, want to be a financial advisor, of course you can set up your own advisory firm, and then you have experts like Vivek and somebody like Lovai and experts who have done CFP with us. We kind of network you to them, and they can handhold you, they can guide you, and that's how you set up your business.
यस सर ये बिजनेस को सेटअप करने के बाद मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि करने के बाद अगर कोई एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप ज्वाइन करता है तो उसके लिए अर्निंग सोर्स क्या होगा, मतलब ज्वाइन करने के बाद जैसे मैंने फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने एक कोर्स कंप्लीट कर लिया है और कोर्स कंप्लीट करने के बाद मेरे पास सर्टिफिकेट आ गया, अब मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं सोलोप्रेन्योरशिप में खुद का अपना बिजनेस सेटअप करूँ और मैं अपना क्लाइंट बेस अपना बिल्ड करूँ और उनको इसका फैसिलिटी दूं। इसकी फैसिलिटी पे मैं कैसे उनसे क्या चार्ज करूं, कैसे वो मुझे फी पे करेंगे, मेरी अर्निंग इसमें कैसे होगी?
सो राहुल, विवेक जी बता रहे थे ना कि अर्निंग आप दोनों तरीके से कर सकते हो। द चॉइस इज योर्स। कमीशन वाला मॉडल भी है और एडवाइजरी फी वाला मॉडल भी है। द चॉइस इज योर्स, आप कैसे करना चाहते हो। विवेक जी सेड उन्होंने मॉडल अपनाया है कमीशन वाला, वेयर एज आई हैव पीपल लाइक सुरेश सादागोपन, लोवाई नवलखी, भुवना श्रीराम, उनकी बात करो तो उनका मॉडल एडवाइजरी फी वाला है। So that all you will have to see as a business, Rahul. जब आप सेटअप करोगे, then आप कौन से टारगेट सेगमेंट को कैटर करने जा रहे हो, what is your business goal, how do you want to set up your business? So that will be more of an entrepreneurial decision that you will have to take at that point of time, and you will have to frame your business accordingly, right?
ओके सर लेकिन ये मतलब अगर ये आप जैसा बता रहे हैं कमीशन के थ्रू, तो कमीशन के बेसिस पे कैसे होगा, मतलब किस टाइप का कमीशन, ये कमीशन कैसे एक किस टाइप का रहेगा इसमें?
Okay,
और
so
आफ्टर डन दिस कोर्सेज मतलब इसमें प्रोडक्ट टाइप का क्या रहेगा इसमें?
तो जब आप अपना फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजरी फर्म खोलते हैं राहुल,
हाँ
तो आप जब फाइनेंशियल प्लान बनाएंगे, यू विल हैव योर कस्टमर्स हु विल कम एंड बाय इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोडक्ट्स फ्रॉम यू, जो आपसे के साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट करेंगे। सो व्हेन दे इन्वेस्ट, लाइक विवेक जी ने जैसे एग्जांपल देके भी बताया कि उन्होंने किसी का 50 CR का वो कराया, तो उससे उनको कमीशन मिला म्यूचुअल फंड से, राइट? सो when you sell products like mutual fund, insurance, when you sell these products, you get certain passbacks from the company. So that becomes a kind of earning for you. That's one way. The other way is you create a financial planner or आप उसके लिए charge करो, which Vivek ji was saying that the market that he is dealing in, or in his own experience, the market that he is dealing in, he says that ये मुझे उतना वायबल नहीं लगता है तो मैं वो करता हूँ, राइट? सो सिमिलरली आपको भी देखना पड़ेगा आपके मार्केट में क्या वायबल है, आपको अपने आप को कैसे प्लेस करना है।
यस सर। ओके सर एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन और है सर, वो ये है कि जैसे अभी आपने बताया ये जो स्टेट प्लानिंग है, रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग है, ये सब है, तो अभी इस प्लानिंग के लिए हम इनको मतलब इंट्रोड्यूस तो कर देंगे क्लाइंट को, लेकिन इसको जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम लोग ने लिया कि रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग, तो रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग को एक्सप्लेन तो सब कर दिया है, लेकिन अभी उसके लिए कौन सा प्रोडक्ट हम उनको पिच करेंगे, कौन सा बताएंगे, सजेस्ट करेंगे कि रिटायरमेंट के लिए ये सारा एक ओवरऑल मतलब माइंड मेकअप बना दिया है उनका, अभी नेक्स्ट उसको कौन सा मतलब प्रोडक्ट पिच कर सकते हैं, उनको कौन सा बोल सकते हैं?
सो राहुल, जब आप प्रोग्राम करोगे ना, तो कंटेंट में जो आपको पढ़ने को मिलेगा it is not, as I said earlier also, it is not a theoretical program. चार किताबों वाला program नहीं है. So when you get to do this, you will learn all about this, that when you are doing a retirement plan, what all products to pitch. Vivek was also telling you that you have to do an asset allocation. You have to see how your plan matches to his financial goals, right? So that's first thing. So after creating the financial plan, then it comes to execution. When you go to the execution, then you decide which all products do I have to invest in. And then the selection of product, the comparison of product, all that happens. And everything, whatever I am saying here, everything you will have to practically do and learn while you submit your project, while you do the CFP project, right? So the program teaches you all of that, end to end. Okay. Kanaya, next.
Rakesh ji, please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir. My name is Rakesh and I'm chartered accountant by profession. I'm also practicing now. I'm also a mutual fund distributor for the last 3 years. And as I'm doing both CA and a mutual fund distribution, now my AUM is around 1 crore. So I have listened about this CFP and my doubt is, can I clear this exam by working? I have to manage both practice and I have to study this now. I'm not confident about whether can we complete this with the e-learning module.
Okay.
With e-learning.
So Rakesh ji, first of all, I am extremely happy to know you are a chartered accountant. You see, me being a chartered accountant myself, I have deep amount of respect for people who are chartered accountants. And you see, I'll share you my personal experience of doing CFP. So honestly, I studied the books once. I saw the videos once, my own videos, my own classes, etc. Just once, and was through with all the exams, right? So trust me, if you come from a background like a CA, you may have paucity of time, but you do not have any dearth of knowledge. You have knowledge, you have expertise, you have experience backing you up. So it will be easy for you. And e-learning can be a right method for you. Not necessarily you have to do a virtual one. E-learning can be a right method for you.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, Jeswin is asking timing for weekend classes. Okay, I'll come to these questions. Kanaya, go on one-on-one. Let us unmute people first. I can see Pari, Pawar, Harshit.
Harshit, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, I'm sorry I missed a bit of it in the mid, and I just wanted to know what is the slow mode and the fast mode thing? You said weekday is a fast mode thing, and weekend is a slow mode thing. Could you please throw some light onto that one?
Okay, so Harshit ji, the content is the same, the faculty is the same, every single line that we will teach will be the same. The only thing is, the difference where it comes is the number of days that you study. So if you join the weekday program, I teach you Monday to Friday, 2 hours a day, Monday to Friday. That means I teach you 10 hours in a week. Whereas if you join the weekend program, I teach you Saturday, Sunday, 2 hours a day, Saturday, Sunday. So only 4 hours in a week, right? So if you study for a weekday program, Monday to Friday program, the pace is much faster because I'll be teaching you 10 hours in a week, right? So you will wrap up the program in roughly around 5 to 6 months, 6 months. Whereas in the weekend program, you will be wrapping it up roughly around 10 to 11 months. So the pace is a little faster in terms of the weekday program. I hope I'm clear now. Kanaya, next.
AK Juneja ji, please go ahead.
No, I can see Pari Pawar and she is unmute also. Pari, you can ask your question.
Yeah, what is the eligibility for the course?
Okay, so the minimum eligibility for the course, Mr. Pawar, is you have to be 18 years of age and minimum 12th pass. Minimum 12th pass. So it is the same eligibility which is there for which has been there traditionally for chartered accountancy as well. If you wanted to join CA program earlier, the minimum qualification was 10+2, right?
And
Plus
age eligibility? Age eligibility?
18 years, minimum 18 years you have to.
No. For higher side, is there any?
There is no cap at all. And honestly, I have students with the age of 72, 73 also studying with us.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, couple of questions in the chat, Kanhaiya, let me answer that too. So books material, yes, that's included in the content that we're going to give you. How many classes in each module I've explained you. Language I've explained you. Total cost including fees I've explained that to you already. EMIs I've told you. Within 1 year, can I complete the course? Yes, Nisha, as I said, the typical of the average time that we have seen people clearing it is 8 to 10 months. Within 8 to 10 months on a nice pace. If you want to be quicker, you can do it in 6 months as well. Timing of weekday and weekend. So weekday is 7:30 to 9:30 Monday to Friday. Weekend is we have multiple batches, multiple slots. Saturday evening, Sunday first half. Saturday evening, Sunday first half. Timing for weekend classes, I have told Jaswin, Saturday evening, Sunday first half. CA students, yes, Rakesh ji, I have told that. Vivek, there is a direct message from you. Insurance trainer, does CFP enhance my career in banking insurance? Yes, Vivek, for sure, yes. It brings you immense credibility as a trainer, as a coach, as an insurance expert, as a wealth expert, Vivek. It is a program that you must be looking at. Darshil, timing of weekdays. Okay, so if you miss one class, can it be covered later? So as I shared, every single class is recorded and the video recording of that class is given to you. So that's one, you can revise it. Secondly, if you miss a class, or even if you do not miss a class, you just want to repeat that class in some other batch, we allow you to do that. You have to tell it to your program manager. They will put you into the other batch and you can do the whole program again, the whole class again. That's not a problem. Eligibility, I've explained. Yes, so you're asking, does CFP has a better scope in countries like USA, Canada? No, it has equal scope everywhere. The only thing is USA and Canada, these markets are much bigger and this much matured in terms of the financial space, financial vertical. That's why the people are more aware there as far as financial planning is concerned and as much as investment is concerned. So people investing in equity market in India would be roughly around 2.5–3% today, whereas USA would be around 40–45%. See that difference. So the market there is much bigger. That's the reason why you see that the scope is there. But as Vivek said in the beginning, 5% लोग invest कर रहे हैं, 95% invest नहीं कर रहे हैं. Market बहुत बड़ा है, scope बहुत बड़ा है. Okay. The difference between CFP and CWM. So CFP is an international program. It is focused on the whole of personal finance. CWM, though it's an international program, the focus is primarily on the wealth management, one piece only. The content, if you look, the curriculum, if you compare, CFP would be at least 30–40% higher than CWM. CWM is something where people look for shortcuts, 2 exams, a smaller curriculum, less content, lesser difficulty, easier to pass. This is the kind of approach that people have. Go for, if you are looking for knowledge, if you are looking for true credibility, don't look for shortcuts, go for CFP. Slow pace, explained. The number of hours I have explained. Validity of fees payable, I've explained already. Virtual is beneficial or e-learning should be better as an insurance trainer. Vivek, your choice, but let me tell you, Vivek, we allow you to change also. So today, if you think that, no, I am joining virtual, 2 months down the line, if I think that, no, I do not have time, I'll switch to e-learning, we allow you to do that. Today, if you think, no, I'll start with e-learning, I'll see if I am not able to learn it myself, then I'll move to virtual. We allow you to do that. So don't worry, we have absolute flexibility. Our idea is to help you learn. Our goal is to help you learn, not to ultimately get you trapped in virtual or e-learning or get confused with that kind of jargons. Okay, so you have that freedom to move along. Okay. So Kanhaiya, all the questions have been answered. I can't see anybody. Okay, I can see Miss Madhu here raising hands. Let me allow. Madhuji, you can unmute yourself.
Madhuji. Sir?
Yeah, go on.
Telugu.
No, I don't understand Telugu. You will have to speak in English. I can understand a bit of Tamil. If you understand Tamil, if you can talk Tamil, I can understand a bit.
No, sir, Telugu.
Okay, then it's a challenge, Madhuji. I am so sorry. Then I'll put you across to one of my colleagues who understands Telugu, and he or she can probably speak to you and help you.
Okay, sir.
Karaya, one last time, can you unmute Harshit ji? He has a question probably.
Yes, Harshit ji, please go ahead.
I'm so very sorry, my friend. It's just that I missed a couple of things. There was work going on at home. So I just wanted to, again, that bit of clarification. I heard a bit of it in mid that there's a slow mode and a fast mode. I was asking Kanhaiya the same question the other day, that whether should I go for a weekend or a weekday thing. I do not have that much of time. So I just wanted to clarify, in a weekday and a weekday, you give the same number of hours to each module. The study hours remain the same. The
Yes.
classes would be the same number of hours which you give.
Yes, your faculties would remain the same, your content would remain the same, the books, the PPT would remain the same, the questions would remain the same, the number of hours assigned to every topic will remain the same.
Thanks a lot. I'm so sorry for the miss.
No worries, Harshit ji. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
So, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope this session could add some good value to your knowledge and your learning about CFP program. I would be happy to have all of you in joining us in the CFP program with us today. Call us on this number. My team is there to help you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.